Okay, now this is 50 times magnification.
Okay.
Now these floating around in the background, those are the lipids, cholesterol, triglyceride, or if you just ate, those are the fat of undigested food yet. The red cell should be round. If we see red cells that are pointed like this, that is an indication of allergy.
Okay.
It can be food, it can be pollens, maybe chemicals as simple as perfume, cigarette smoke, or household chemicals. Now, you see this one? There is a fading red cell, which is an indication of oxidative stress, which means it lacks oxygen. Maybe it's because you were exposed to some chemicals, it depletes the oxygen of that cell. Now, this is a white cell called neutrophil, and the neutrophil fights bacteria. Now, this one is a white cell called lymphocyte, and they fight viruses. So we have to have this,
Okay.
because these
They
are
have
our
to be there.
fighters. Yeah. Now, these are platelets.
Okay.
They come in different shapes and sizes. We need platelets so that when we are wounded, the bleeding will stop. But we don't want a lot of platelet, especially giant platelet, because that's an indication of inflammation.
Okay.
Now, sometimes around the platelet, we see these circles or bubbles like this. That can possibly be candida or yeast infection. Patient who have taken antibiotic recently, the side effect of antibiotic is candida. Or sometimes it just depends upon the diet.
Okay.
You know, if you eat a lot of carbohydrates, sweets like that. Do you have pets at home?
I have a dog.
I have a dog. Okay. Now this one looks like parasite. This one. Okay. It looks like the eyeballs. It can possibly be toxoplasmosis. That's how they look like. They are inside the red cell, and they look like the eyes. Now, these can. The reason why I'm asking if you have pets at home is most of the time this is carried by the cat litter. You know, when you
Oh, yeah.
the cats. Okay. Now sometimes if you do gardening, the stray cat just do their thing in the garden. Or sometimes one of the sources of this is pork that is not well cooked.
Oh,
we can do
okay.
barbecue like that. Now, unfortunately, it looks like the eye, and it attacks the optic nerve.
Does that my eyes are bad?
No. when you see somebody and the eyes is twitching like this, the eyeballs, not just this one, the inside, that's for toxoplasmosis.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Definitely aren't near any of the cats.
Now also, if you notice, this looks like straw in the background.
Yep.
That is called fibrin, and which is an indication of toxicity. Now, some patient that has this, they have joint pain, muscle pain.
Okay.
Okay, just to show you this one. This is a lymphocyte. It's a white cell that fights viruses. Now, in the dark field microscope, we cannot see the virus because we don't use the stain or chemical to identify them. But there's an indication that this particular white cell is fighting some viruses because this is the cell. And this circle around with this is an indication that it is fighting some virus. It can be as simple as cold flu virus, Epstein-Barr that makes us tired. Like that. So it's in the air.
Are we seeing any spirochetes in here?
Not yet.
Okay, I was going to say, where is that coming in?
I'm just showing you first the different
Oh, okay.
different structures of the white cell, and then later on
Okay.
I'm going to look for the spirochetes, if there's any. Were you diagnosed with Lyme?
Yes, from iGenetics.
IGNX?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we show you this one. This is a platelet that has a little bit of that candida I was talking about. Now this is 100 times magnification.
Okay.
So I can show you this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Possibly candida or yeast infection. Okay, now this is the spirochete, possibly spirochete. First that I've seen, that one. Okay, that is a spirochete. Now, if it is not moving like this, that is allergy. So that's not spirochete.
That's
Okay.
not a spirochete.
Yeah. So you have a lot of these allergies. Just take a picture of that. Now, spirochete is a family of bacteria, and there's a lot of members. One of the members is called Borrelia that causes Lyme disease. So we cannot really say that that is Borrelia.
Okay.
IGNX usually determine if it's the spirochete that causes Lyme disease. Now, they don't have a gender. How they multiply is they go inside the red cell, lay their spores or eggs. Once it mature, then break the cell wall and will come out as baby spirochetes. That's why some of them are longer, some are shorter than the others. Let me see if I can show you some spores.
But that's only one swimming around there.
Okay. Now these are spores or eggs
Okay.
inside.
Oh.
Now there's a big one there.
Oh, yep,
Oh.
there's one.
This one is just a crystal from the oil that I use, so that's not part of it. That's not your diamond in there.
Okay, that's what my diamond is. Okay, so that is actually the cyst
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Cystic form.
Is that another one down here?
Just a little bit. There's a little bit in here. This
Okay.
one. Okay, here's one is a bigger one. There.
Oh.
Fatter one.
Fat
Yep.
one. There's another one there.
Mm-hmm.
There's one here.
Yep. Oh, there.
Is your test positive? Yes, this one.
Yep, there's another one there. The test was positive
Mm-hmm.
for, well, iGenetics positive, 2 bands positive, but the CDC, negative.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
that doesn't
it's
matter.
like that. That's the problem with the ELISA test. Let's see if I can.
So there's both.
Mm-hmm.
Sis and Karen was curious, since I haven't been on antibiotics, if any, what would be worse?
Yeah, I
Did
guess
you test for
I should've-
any co-infection
Um,
like Babesia, Ehrlichia?
I don't think so. I had my blood tested, but I don't think there was any specific. I don't know. There was in there the Epstein. What is the EB?
Epstein-Barr,
Yeah,
EBV?
that tested positive.
Oh, okay. So it can be. Okay, oh my God, don't start moving, please. These three.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that can possibly be Babesia. That's how they look like. They look like a circle inside it.
And what is that?
Babesia is a co-infection of Borrelia, Lyme
Okay.
disease. Babesia and Ehrlichia.
Okay.
And this one, see the rolling
Yep.
ball inside? That is an indication of liver stress, which means your liver is still working, but it is congested that we have to detoxify you.
Okay. And what is the jaggedy cell? What
It's oxidative stress, lack of oxygen.
That's lack of
Yeah.
oxygen. Okay. What about